Good Saturday morning to you. All right, this is sort of part two because I finished up the sprinklers out front, so now onto the regular scheduled Saturday stuff. And I'm going to clean up and harvest in the garden over there. But first, I figured let's take a look at the compost bins and see what kind of progress we've made. Any more lemons falling? Not really. Alright. So, yeah, this is looking pretty good. See if I can get you closer. You can see what all it looks like. Nope. I need a taller tripod. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and try and mix this up a bit. Just grab a random pipe that I happen to have. Worm here. I'm hoping that's coming through. That is the budget way. This particular one has the, I don't know if you can see it. And I've got these little pipe sticking in there. That was just to give it some ventilation, so that was my original design, and it seemed to work. So then I moved on and created this here, which is really just a bin with some drainage holes in case it gets too wet. Let's see what that's looking like. Yeah, it's kind of dry, so let's grab our mixing pipe. And this started with a base of the same soil we got around here. I just sifted it to get the heavier pieces out, added the vegetation, basically green, and the newspaper is considered brown, so you put some green, some brown. I don't know if the ratio is super duper important, but I'm just trying experiments here. So I'm going to go get some water and add it, and then we'll move on to the garden. Okay, so I made a bit of a mess, but I got some harvest here, so I mean, I'll just show you kind of the mess I made. But this would be my harvest, and let's see. Unfortunately, it looks like I pulled two ears at two separate times and then realized it was the same plant. Whoops. And I'm kind of thinking I may be too late on these. They look way too dry to be worth anything. Well, Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's usable. That's one. We'll have to consume it fairly soon. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. This is the, this may be the same stuff. Is this the, yeah, that's the dent corn. So we had about a week ago, and turned out to be very flavorful, but also very, very chewy. So maybe I need to look up how to cook it, or if you're even really supposed to cook it and eat it. Beyond that, the biggie is this spaghetti squash, which looks like it's turning color, and it wasn't looking so great in that position where it was, so I decided to go ahead and pick it, and we'll let it see if it turns more yellow and go from there. Another patty pan squash, one of the bell peppers, but it had kind of a burn mark on it, so I figured better to rescue it, and a whole bunch of carrots, and a cucumber that I almost missed. So I'm kind of glad I go through this trying to figure out what to cut off and clean up and what to harvest. I mean, I can see, I'm looking right now up above. Let's see if I can show you where it is. Right. Wow. Okay, just the angle of the camera is not good. Let's see if we can get a better angle. So yeah, it's a little hard to show, but right up about there, you should be able to see off in the distance another spaghetti squash. There's some smaller ones. There's some smaller patty pans. I did pull all the carrots. I'll figure out what I want to do about planting there, but that's this week's cleanup and harvest. I've just got to sweep up and clean up all this vegetation and see what we can consume. I think that's it for today. Let's see what tomorrow brings.